Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review of this. This is something that I've been wanting to try for ages, but I just haven't had the courage to do so because I don't know about you guys, but once I'm stuck in my ways, and I have been for, what am I, 25? I'm really bad at quick math. I have been for 12 years. So this was a big leap for me, but it's something I've been meaning to do for like a good year or so. So I'm going to do a big review because when I was buying these I was really unsure. I was looking at Amazon reviews and they were okay, but I just sort of wanted something a bit more in depth because it is a bit of an investment. I think this was about £25 at the time. I think it might be on sale at 22 at the moment. So it was quite a big investment for me personally because there's only 6 in here, 6 pads for £25. So that is quite a big chunk of money for not many. I was a bit worried that there wouldn't be enough and that it would, yeah, I was worried about everything basically because it is something I was so not sure about and honestly thought it would be awful. But I'm doing the review today to help you guys if you want to buy these. They're linked below. Obviously I haven't tried any other brand, so I would recommend buying these ones just because I know they're good. But I mean, I'm sure other brands are good as well, but I can't personally vouch for them, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we'll get into it. I've got some questions on my iPad that I'm going to answer, and I'm going to show you what I used to use and sort of just explain my experience for that 4 days or so, maybe to a week. But yeah, I've got it all on my iPad so that I don't forget anything. But if you do have any questions that I don't answer in this video, please put them below because I will just answer them in the comments because I think this is really important. If everyone can go on these, it would save so much plastic waste. So I really want to help you guys out and help the planet out at the same time. And don't miss anything. Also just check on Instagram because I did ask on Instagram if anyone's got any questions. Stupidly, I did it first thing this morning, so I didn't give anyone a chance to actually answer it. No, nothing yet. But I think on my iPad I've got loads of questions that I was thinking when I was buying them, so hopefully that will cover it. And like I said, just comment below if there's anything that you want to know, and I can just tell you that. There we go. Right, I've got a list of things I want to cover, and I'm going to start by saying obviously what I'm using, which is these Eco Reusable sanitary pads, and it says with waterproof pouch with 2 pockets. So in one pocket you'd have your fresh one, and in the other pocket you'd have your dirty one, though you rinse them out. So I wouldn't necessarily, well, I suppose if you're out in public maybe you don't want to go into a sink and just start washing it, but yeah, that's all good and you can leave it in there until you get home and then you can rinse it out. So that was one of the things that I really wasn't sure about, but I will explain in good time. Right, so it says obviously wash it before use, which I didn't do because I was in a rush. You can't time these things right, I'm not going to lie. So rinse them in cold water or leave to soak overnight to prevent staining. See, I didn't do that and mine haven't stained at all, so that's probably just precautionary. But yeah, if you forget that or you just mistime this purchase, don't worry about it. Hand or machine wash warm. Avoid a fabric conditioner as it reduces absorbency. We don't use conditioner. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Hang dry or tumble dry on a low heat. I hang dried because they actually, so let me explain how they work. Let's get them out first. So in this one, you can buy them in different sizes. I got one heavy one is what they're called, so I just call that a large. Oops, that's the other thing. There we go. So you've got one heavy one and one medium one, so you can obviously get smaller ones as well. I think this is the biggest you can get, which is what I wanted. So in this box, in this one that I got, you get 3 heavy and 3 medium. You can also go for 6 medium, 6 heavy, like there's loads of different options. Just have a look on the link below. Yeah, and see what suits you and what you think that you want. The reason I went for 3 and 3 was because I tend to use these Asda Ultra Towel with wings like pretty much every day because I'm quite heavy, and every night. So they're nighttime ones, but personally I just use them pretty much the whole time. until it gets towards the end and there's not much left. And I just use these ones, which are a lot smaller, a lot lighter, and a lot more comfortable. But yeah, mostly use these ones, which is why I was a bit like 3 and 3. I feel like I'd need just a couple of the smaller ones and then mainly the big ones. But I was happy. I was quite impressed, to be honest. I definitely used the big ones more, but I didn't feel like I needed more of anything, which is a miracle. Yeah, so I use these 2, and that is replaced with these 2. So I'm quite happy with that. So let me, before I like explain the days and everything, I'll just show you this up close. So it is really soft. This is like fleece. I don't know if you can see. Let me just tap on it. This is like fleece. It is so soft and comfortable. You've got poppers. So you've got 2 different poppers. You've got one so it's not as tight and one tighter, depending obviously on your pants. But they're really good poppers. Didn't have any problems like doing them up or taking them off. It was really easy. This side, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the fabric, not the fabric, of the pattern. I would have preferred more options in the pattern, but I think this was the only pattern that they had, and I liked all the reviews on this one, so I sort of, no one's gonna see it. So I just, yeah, I just went with the little petals anyway, just because I thought this brand looked really good. Yeah, so it's all really soft on this side, and then you've got waterproof, so it's leak proof on this side. Obviously you do it like you would normally, so you put it on your pants, do it up. I usually just did the loosest one, and then that's just sits in like that. Obviously this one's nice and big, and then you've got a slightly smaller one. Oh, I didn't notice that. So on these ones you've only got one size popper, I guess because these ones are really big, and these ones are just medium, so they're just a standard size. But yeah, I didn't have a problem with the poppers at all. Yeah, and this one's just a little bit smaller. See? Yeah. Yeah, so it's really soft, really comfortable. Literally, I think with this, you would, if you get nappy rash, I think this would solve it, because I thought, I use like 10 of these a day, so I was thinking 3 of these is not gonna do me. I'm gonna have to go on to the disposable ones. I just thought, how can this carry what 10 disposable pads carried? So I just really, honestly, I went into this not thinking I was gonna go for it. I thought it was gonna be awful. I thought I was gonna give a bad review. I just didn't have much hope, because it just seemed too good to be true and too easy. But honestly, it's amazing how much these absorb. Let me tell you what it is. So you've got the waterproof outer layer, and then you've got the absorbency layer, if that is even absorbency, yeah, absorbency layer, and then soft bamboo. So it is so comfortable, so soft, really, really absorbent. Yeah, like super absorbent, really soft. Right, this was the shocker. I used one of these a day. One. When I was using 15 of these. 15 to 1. I don't know how. It really shocked me. But even like on my first day, you couldn't tell at all this was used. It absorbed right in, and it just looked clean. It was the weirdest thing, and it was completely dry. Like obviously, you know, throughout the day you change it because it might get a bit damp, a bit uncomfortable, but you wouldn't know that. Part of me was like, maybe I haven't started properly. And then when I rinsed this out, I was like, yep, no, we're good. Yep, everything's normal, because there was so much blood in there. And I was just like, you would never know. Looking at this, you would never know that when you wrung it out, it would be that red. TMI, but that's what this is about. I think everyone needs to know. So honestly, I'm just so shocked and so happy about this. Let me get my iPad. So comfort check, really soft, really fluffy. I'd say it is quite thick, so on my first day of wearing it, because it feels so completely different, well, yeah, it feels quite different to normal ones. I felt like it was really bulky, like a big nappy, like really uncomfortable. But throughout that day, I just forgot it was on. I completely forgot. I think once you get used to the feel of it, and you know, it is really comfortable, there's nothing uncomfortable about it, it just feels different. Yeah, you just forget it's there, and it is really comfortable and soft. So I'm really happy with that. What else? The smell. Okay, that might be something that you guys might be worried about. Personally, I wasn't really worried about this. I tend to think these smell a bit horrible. I don't know if they're like scented or something. Yeah, odor protection reduces odors. I think the smell of the odor protection itself actually grosses me out. So yeah, this obviously is just material and doesn't smell of anything, especially when you just clean it in your normal like wash cycle. Just smells like all the rest of your clothes, really. I would say, obviously, if that is something you're worried about, you might need a couple of these a day. But if I'm using one a day, I think you could probably get away with one a day. 1 or 2, probably, because I'm quite heavy, and I thought I was going to need 6 a day. So yeah, I'd say for the odour, change it if you're worried about it, but I personally didn't have that problem. I'd say towards the end of the day, maybe it started to smell a bit like old, but no, not really. No, not that I noticed. I just sort of thought, at the end of the day, I'll change it, and then I'll wear another one for night, and then I'll change it after that. Dryness, super dry. Didn't get wet at all. I'd say, obviously, if you clot, just wipe that off, because that won't absorb in, and then once you've wiped it off, it will dry really quickly. And again, like, it might stain a little bit, but then when you rinse it out, it's completely gone and really good. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, washing. This was one of the big questions that I had when I was looking to buy them. How do you wash them? Is that not disgusting? I don't know, it seemed really alien to me, and I wasn't sure about it. So I had a look on all the reviews on Amazon to see how everyone else did it, and also just looked up online how people tend to do this. All you do, in a sink, or I just took it in the shower at night, just give it a rinse, literally with hot water, give it a rinse, put loads of water on it, rinse it out, and then eventually when the water comes out clean, put it in the washing machine. I just put it in the laundry basket, so I would use 1 per day and 1 per night. So I'd say it was Monday, I'd wear 1 for Monday day, 1 for Monday night, and then Tuesday morning I'd whack them in the wash with, you know, the rest of the washing. Just rinse them out as and when you take them off, and then just pop them in your washing basket. Just make sure you wring them out so that it's not too damp in there. But it's really easy. If you have a phobia of blood, I possibly wouldn't recommend this, just because when you wring it out, obviously depending on how much you've bled, there can be a lot of blood, and that might be a bit gross for some people, but it doesn't bother me personally. But yeah, that's just something to think about if you're going to buy these. Can you deal with the wringing out and the blood? That would be my main thing. How many? Yeah, so there was 6 in this one. I literally used 1 a day, 1 per night. Didn't have a problem. I just sort of, for that week or so, I just made sure I did constant washes. We always have clothes and towels and stuff to wash anyway. I started off by putting my first one in with bath towels, because I was a little bit worried. I don't know why the stuff would come out, but obviously you're washing it beforehand anyway. You can just hand wash it, so if you can just hand wash it, it's clean. Like, this has been hand washed and then washing machine, so I feel super happy that this is nice and clean. Yeah, so by the end of it, I was just throwing these in with my normal washing, because I knew nothing would come out, because I've wrung it out until it goes clear, basically. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. What else? Exercise. Okay, so I don't tend to exercise anyway, because I get really bad stomach cramps and stuff, and I just feel a bit uncomfortable. So I like to rest for a few days. But towards the end, like last night, I was wearing one of these, the medium ones, and I did a ab workout and then a leg workout. And I thought it was going to clump up, be really uncomfortable. I thought it was going to be just distracting, completely distracting, and absorb loads of sweat and feel damp and heavy. I was wrong. Didn't feel any of the above. I didn't notice it was there. It was really comfortable. I'd say the one thing, obviously, with these ones, they're sticky all the way down the back, and on the wings. So they don't move at all. Whereas these ones, obviously, you've only got this to stop it from moving, so it will move. For me, that's kind of a good thing, because I tend to place them in the completely wrong place, and then I'm like, oh, for God's sake, I've got to take it off, blah, blah, blah. Whereas with this one, you can literally just pull it that way or pull it that way, and then you can adjust it. But that might be just one thing if you're going running, or if you're doing cycling, something like that, it might just start to shift. So I can't give you a full review on that, because that's not something I personally would do or have done. But yeah, with my ab workout, like, it was just a floor workout, ab and legs. The legs I was worried about, but again, yeah, didn't feel anything, didn't feel like it moved, didn't feel like it got wet and uncomfortable with the sweat. So I'm quite impressed. Yeah, I'd recommend that for at least light workout, maybe not for heavy workout. Yeah, I just answered the next question. Do they move? Yes, but no. So if you were, like I said, running, it might shift. For every day, like walking around, for mat workouts and stuff, they don't move. You're fine. Pattern, yeah, covered that. Not a fan of the pattern. Would like a few more options. I know it's not going to be seen or anything, but who wants to buy, like, who doesn't want to get a nice pattern? Like, that's, I don't know, it's something really stupid that doesn't really matter, but I thought I'd cover it anyway. Okay, so I'm just, like, I wrote down a review for the first 3 days or so that I used these, because I didn't want to forget how it was. I didn't want to sort of try and remember and get it wrong. I wanted to give you guys, like, my honest opinion of how it went and how I felt. So I'm just more or less going to read you that now. Okay, day 1 was amazing. Didn't change it at all. Like I said, pretty much throughout this, I just used 1 per day and 1 per night. That's 2, 1. It took a getting used to, as it was a bit bulky at first, but it's super absorbent and didn't feel wet at all. You could barely tell it was used. It just looked, it just soaked right in, yeah, and looked dry, which I was shocked. I honestly thought it would just be wet and uncomfortable, but somehow the fabric just absorbs it really well. Really soft, yeah, feels so nice compared to the plasticky, horrible ones that you're used to. Yeah, so then I put, I rinsed it out, ready for a wash tomorrow, and it's crazy how much blood it holds. I was shocked, but in a good way, because it clearly does its job. Very impressive. I thought perhaps I just wasn't as heavy as usual, but I think it just wasn't showing. So yeah, when I rinsed it out, I was like, yeah, this was normal. Night 1, the night I was worried about, because I don't know, I move around a lot and you're not thinking, so you can't be conscious of it. If it has moved, you can't then change it. So night 1, super comfy, no problem until 7:30 in the morning, where I should have been awake anyway. And I started to leak a little bit, just because I think I was really heavy, and you know when you just suddenly, you're like half awake and you suddenly feel it and you're like, oh no. So I went to the loo straight away, and I knew that was going to happen, and my lazy butt should have been out of bed anyway, so that was kind of on me. Yeah, wiped off the clots, and then it was dry straight away, but obviously I did change it because it was the next day. Day 2, I was expecting to need to wear disposable ones today, because obviously I'd used 2, so I only had 1 left of the big ones, and I wasn't going to wear small ones then. Yeah, so I was expecting to need to wear disposable ones today. Going to wash the first 2, as I'm wearing my last large one. I have 3 medium ones, but I don't think they're big enough for my heavy days. I'll probably wear them tomorrow. Yeah, I maybe wore them on day 4 or 5 or something. So yeah, washing them was so much easier than expected. No problem. Honestly, this is the first time I've ever used them, and I think you could easily get into the routine of just, I shower before bed every night anyway, so when I finish one, I'll take it off, rinse it in the shower, and then the one that I use in the night, I'll rinse it off in the sink or in the shower the next day, put them in the wash, and then you've still got your one that you're wearing. And then, like, honestly, when you wash them, they come out quite dry anyway, so I just popped them on a radiator that wasn't on and just left them for a couple hours, and then I could wear them again. They were just honestly good as new. So I was quite impressed with that. Night 2, sorry, I got something in my eye. Night 2 was amazing, no leaks, super comfy, and I didn't need to change it at all. Day 3 onwards, so after day 3, it was all much of the same, so I didn't really want to bore you with that. Yeah, day 3 onwards, I used 1 pad per day, 1 per night, and it was amazing. Washing was so easy and they dry really fast. I hang dry, not tumble, just because it's a lot quicker. There's no need to tumble dry them. They do dry really quick. And yeah, I'd 100% recommend to everyone. Like, I'm very heavy, so for me to say that this is good, I think you guys will be okay. Yeah, like I said, if you've got any questions that I haven't covered, please let me know down below and I will answer them as quick as I can, because I want you guys to check this out. The link is in my bio. It is an affiliate link, but I wouldn't recommend them if I didn't think they were good. So I will get a percentage, but that's just supporting my YouTube channel, and yeah, hopefully you guys should love them just as much as I have. I was a harsh critic. Like, I honestly went into it thinking I was gonna be like, it's rubbish, I hate it, pointless, stick to the disposable ones, blah blah blah. So I was really hardcore with my review, and yeah, completely honest. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, if you're going to buy them, please use my affiliate link, because that would really help me and my channel grow. I'm trying to earn a little bit of money, hopefully this year. I need to get 1,000 subscribers and then I can be monetized. I'm on 350 or something like that at the moment, so hopefully by the end of the year I can start earning a little bit of money from this, which would be really nice, because I'm really enjoying doing it. Also, if there's anything else that you guys want me to review, just let me know down below, because I enjoy these reviews. I will be completely honest. Obviously, if I hate it, I will tell you, because what's the point in lying? Yeah, I'm not getting paid from the actual companies to do these. This is literally just me wanting to be more eco-friendly and wanting to help you guys be eco-friendly as well. So, okay, I will shut up now and let you guys get on, because I think this is going to be a really long video. But yeah, oh, also my t-shirt is from Evie Designs UK. I will link that below as well. This is definitely a mood when I'm on my period. I don't know about you guys, but I just get really sleepy. So I thought it was the perfect t-shirt to wear for this video. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video.